In the past, it was often seen as a massive accomplishment to have paid off your mortgage early. To make extra payments to their mortgage account and become mortgage-free gave people financial peace of mind and often the ability to brag to their friends and family about how lucky they were. But the world has changed, and so have mortgages. Which means for many people, repaying your mortgage early is not the best option for a good quality of life and a successful financial future. And I'm going to explain to you 5 reasons why it's literally the last thing that you should do. Hi, I'm Claire, money coach and qualified financial advisor. For the last 14 years, I've been working in the financial services sector and I run a successful financial services business. I'm here to help you walk into wealth, enriched, empowered and excited. I've built my dream life and now I'm going to help you build yours. And remember, if you have any questions, post them below, because at the end of each video I answer one viewer's question. Okay, so let's get on with today's show. Reason 1. Not all debt is bad. Mortgage rates are typically below 2.5%, which means this is the cheapest loan you're ever going to get, especially if you've locked in for 2 to 5 years. Personal loans and car finance are often 5 to 9%, so pay those off first, or if you know you're going to need a new or different car in a couple of years, put the extra money into a savings account so that you have a bigger deposit or can pay for the car with cash. Credit cards often have rates of 9 to 18% or more if you've had adverse credit in the past, so make sure you divert money into paying these off as soon as you can and save thousands of pounds worth of interest. Reason 2. You might face a penalty. If you have a fixed rate mortgage, it's likely there'll be a penalty for repaying the mortgage early. Most lenders let you pay a set amount per year with no penalty, often up to 10% of what you owe them. So on a £150,000 mortgage, you could overpay by £15,000 a year, but they are all different, so do check your annual statement or call the provider first. So I'd love to know if you've ever thought about repaying your mortgage early. Would you like the security of knowing that it's cleared? Or is it not high on your to-do list right now? Let me know in the comments. Reason 3. You don't have your financial safety net in place. If your washing machine blew up tomorrow and you needed to find £400 for a replacement, do you have that money without putting it on a credit card? If you went off sick for 6 months following a serious illness or accident, have you got enough money or suitable insurance to pay your mortgage and your bills? Building up an emergency fund is essential in any kind of financial planning. If you are fortunate and work for someone like the NHS or a local authority that will pay your salary for 6 months at full pay and 6 months at half pay, you might just about be okay if you went off sick long term. But what about everybody else? Statutory sick pay if you're employed is £96.35 a week. Can you pay your bills on £385 a month? And if you're self-employed, you literally get nothing. It is your responsibility to look after yourself if you're too ill to work or have an accident. So you need to decide if you're going to take out some insurance or save some money to fall back on. So look to build up your emergency fund before you overpay your mortgage. Almost there. Keep watching for my last 2 reasons that you should be paying your mortgage off last. I hope you're finding this video helpful. Feel free to share this video with someone you know would love to hear more about this. Okay, so let's carry on. Reason 4. You haven't sorted your retirement planning. Now, when you're in your 20s, retirement seems like ages away. And in your 30s, you often have other financial priorities, buying a new house, having kids. And by the time you get to your 40s, you might start to wonder how you'll ever be able to retire or even work less hard as time goes on. Pension investments over the last 10 to 20 years have typically grown at rates of 6 to 10% per year, which is much better than the 2% you're paying on your mortgage. And the earlier you start to invest, the longer your money has to grow. It's about how long you are in the market rather than when you go in and when you go out. Ask your financial advisor to run a forecast and see how much you need to put away to meet your retirement goals. And then if you've got spare money, look at increasing that payment so that you can end up with more moving forward. Reason 5. What's your quality of life like? It's all well and good having a dream and creating a plan to get there, but you need to enjoy the journey. No one knows how long they have in this world, and there is no point scrimping and saving every penny to repay your mortgage early if you've got no money left each month to do fun stuff and can't even afford a family holiday. A night out, a takeaway curry, or a weekend away, the things that help you build memories, and one of the reasons you probably became a business owner. So look at whether that extra cash in your account might be better put into an account to pay for fun stuff instead. So the big answer is, if you've got no consumer debt, you've got an emergency fund and money each month for a good quality of life, then yes, do divert the money towards repaying your mortgage, but only once you've sorted the other things first. Okay, it's time for today's Ask Claire question, which comes from Penny, who asks, I'm in a position to overpay my mortgage. How do I know how much I can overpay by? So you need to check with your lender if there are any penalties to overpay. They'll also be able to tell you the ways you can pay and how they accept payment. Most lenders will let you pay 10% of your balance per year, but some will cap the payments at £500 a month or don't allow it at all. Most also have a minimum amount you can overpay of about £100, so you can't just put in the odd £30 that you've got as birthday money from your grandma, because they can't keep adjusting your borrowing figures behind the scenes every time you put in a little tiny amount of money. I hope this has helped you take one step closer to that life you really want. So keep watching.